Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to tonight's live stream here this evening. Sorry for the slightly late start. I was just finishing up doing the washing up after having dinner. As Alice does the cooking, I do the cleaning. That is the deal that we have in the house. And yeah, I was running behind schedule a little bit there after doing a workout earlier, watching the latest episode of Clarkson Farm, and yeah, having dinner. So we are now live, as you can see. It's good to see a few of you here already. Welcome along. Hopefully you're all having a good week. Didn't have a live stream last night. I was kind of planning on doing so, as it was a bank holiday Monday here in the UK, but I got very, very tired after doing an awful lot of cleaning of the flat yesterday. So I didn't really feel it in the evening, but I pushed out the video last night. The race at Bathurst in the Low Fuel Motorsport Series. And then, yeah, tonight it kind of fits in nicely to do a live stream with what is going to be the topic of today's live stream, which is the brand new Ford Mustang GT3 car. Very, very exciting, and hopefully it proves to be a good car. I have watched Jardier's stream earlier during work, and it looked pretty good around on Nordschleife. Today we're going to do a race with Low Fuel Motorsport. We're going to do the Silverstone race. I'll be starting at 8 PM. Reminds me, I should probably quickly go and get myself signed up to that. We'll do some practice beforehand, take a look at the liveries and all that good stuff with the car, and hopefully we can start to learn it a little bit. Excited to have a new front engine car in the series. Hopefully it'll let me choose car. Yes, indeed. LFM got their sign up list updated already, and there we go. Right, we're set to go. So, sorry, I'm just firing everything up here. I've not long started the PC. Literally, I started the PC with like 2 minutes before it was due to go live. Right, that's now up and running. That's now up and running. Log into Steam, and let's go. And yep, Tavarius, first live stream. Really want to see the new Mustang. Ooh, well, welcome along. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's good to see you here. We've got Kinetic, Vital. Hello to you both as well, and hello to everyone else. Hopefully your week is going well so far. And yes, it'd be good to have some American muscle, another front engine car. From what I've seen of Jardier driving it at Nords, it looks like it's got some very good straight line speed. So yes, hopefully will possibly be the new main car that I'll feature in the or be driving in the AOR League, but we shall see. Yeah, it's a shame that we probably won't see the Corvette. Don't think it's the Corvette's actually racing in the Fanatec SRO PT Challenge series. Right, here we are. We're in game, so let's go ahead. As you can see, already got the cast kind of selected. Had to get the thumbnail earlier, but we can see we've got two different teams that we can select between. For performance, we've got a number 65 car, fantastic number, really like that. Or the number 1 car, which is just their promo livery, to be fair. It's not an actual proper race livery. But still, the car is looking very, very pretty, very, very aggressive. Quite cool with this elongated kind of swan neck. More like a giraffe neck. These struts on this rear wing. Hopefully, the body panels don't fall off about an hour into the race. Hopefully, the body panels actually stay on this car here in this. But yeah, the thing is looking mighty, mighty mean. Here is a Proton Competition livery. Damn, that looks good. Quite a nice carbon grey with gold and silver sort of accented colours. Looks really, really nice. We are going to go ahead and create a custom livery. Let's see what awesomeness creations we can create with this car. Excuse me. Right, first things first. Number, and that. Go ahead and choose our nationality. We could go English, go Britain, overall cup. Few different choices at the back here, by the looks of things. Probably go NVIDIA. Go to Assetto Corsa. Yeah. Default. Assetto Corsa, Competizione there on the back. Let's go with that. Right. Choices. This design one looks fairly nice. It's basically the standard looking livery by the looks of things. Ooh. That ain't half bad. I don't like it when these bits, the colours kind of overlap, because they kind of possibly make all of that orange, but the detail of the slashes kind of get lost in that one. Unless I go with white. Very standard sort of design on that one. That one's quite nice. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not liking the asymmetricalness of it. Otherwise, a nice design. Very, very simple on that one. Or it's back to number one. Tell you what, I think let's go with this one. I reckon this looks fairly good. What we'll do is make that white as well. And that one looks a little bit too dark. 227's kind of close in terms of the orange, but I think it's 505 or 500's too dark. 531? No, to be 505 almost looks a little bit too washed out there for the orange that I want. But yeah, that Proton livery is absolutely fire. Excuse me, it does look really, really good. Right, go for more of a satin, and we'll keep the orange bits there glossy. Then 505. Aux lights. Where art thou? Right, so that's option one down in there. I think it's 516 as well. What we usually go for? 2. Where's the second part gone in? These lights on the back, on the top there? Really? Okay. Option 3. Across the top of the banner. 4, is that both sides? No, just one side. Right, we're going option 2. That is all of them. So we've got a little bit of LED-ness here, and then on the top, on the back there as well. And then banner, I think probably we'll just keep it as the default one. Yeah. Something like that. That's going to be our livery for today, I reckon. Unless, to be fair, that doesn't look bad. Half bad at all. That really doesn't look bad. It's a shame the black... Shame I can't change the colour of the black there. Let's go with that, I reckon. That looks a little bit better than the previous design. What say you guys and girls? Obviously, I'll do a proper York Sports livery for the car in due course, but for now, I think that is probably going to be it. So quickly vote option 1 or option 2. And Perry, I will be driving in just a moment. Right, don't worry, once we've got this livery done and you guys are happy with it. So I'm thinking this. This is not a mod, Shadow. This is the latest car that has just been released for ACC. We've got 2 options for 1, and just going option 2. But yeah, this latest card has been added to ACC for free on PC at the moment, but I'm sure in the future it'll be coming to console as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed for you guys and girls that it'll be coming to console. But yeah, I think option 1. We've got 2 votes for 1. That's enough for me. As yeah, Perry would like us to drive, and to be fair, I'd like to drive the car too. So let's go ahead and do that. Go and find the practice server first. Nods. Where is the Silverstone one? Split 2. There we go. That is what I'm after. No, I did want that. That's what I wanted. Cool. Right, here we go. Yeah, Shadow, give it a go on Steam first. Right. First things first. Let's go ahead and get this sorted because I feel really, really far forward in the seat. That feels fairly good around about there. Cockpit looks nice. Detail it to be fair. Go back further, can't it? Yeah, that feels fairly good. I think the height and lateralness of it also feels nice as well. Right. I don't know why I clicked the load and save button because I can't change anything, or I don't have a setup for it yet. So I noticed this earlier in Jardier's stream. The toe angle, you don't have as much room to adjust as you can on other cars. Interesting. Do a bunch of things here. Got to about 11.5-ish. Got 2 different traction control settings. ABS will drop down. We'll drop that down and that down. Fine. Let's decrease that a little bit. Should be good around about. Not too many damper settings and steps. Goes up to 8 on the wing. No front splitter. 50mm on the front. Up to 80, 50. Right. Get these things sorted real quick and let's get us out onto track. Let's hear the ponies sing. Got those because they don't need to be up on 4. Right. Grab my gloves. Here's the all-important bit. The all-important bit that I did without the game sound. Let's try that again. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Didn't really get to hear it fire up all that much because there's cars coming past, but... it sounds good. It sounds good. Right. Here we go then. Let's get ourselves out onto track. Let's see what this car is made of. Let's see how good it is. Tell you what, it sounds quiet. Sounds good, but it sounds quiet. But the volume isn't as loud as I was expecting on the car. Hopefully the audio levels are okay for you guys and girls. Let us know.
Light damage at the rear.
What the fuck was that? Strange. Okay. Go back to the garage, because that's going to be... Okay, so that's going to be as loud as we're going to get the car, but that was I think it was lag. That's the only explanation that I have for that. My God, does that thing look good though? Yeah, lag. That's pretty that's pretty funny. All right, attempt number 2. Let's go. Right. Dropkick Lab, no idea, unfortunately. Previously, the console version of ACC was about 3 months behind the PC, but they have brought it back to about a month and a half. So hopefully, in a month, maybe a month and a half's time, you'll see this car on console as well. It just needs to be louder. I don't know why it's so quiet. Otherwise, it sounds pretty good. I imagine probably what they'll do is make some balancing tweaks and things over the coming days and weeks, and bring that over onto console as well in one patch. Because usually the way things work with new cars is that does sound good with the echo and the reflections of the wall. It's a canned effect, but it still sounds pretty good. But yeah, what was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought as to what I was talking about previously. Hello, Darkstars. Hello, Daniel. Hope you're both well. Someone please remind me what I was just talking about. Console. What with it being a little bit behind. But yeah, hopefully they update it a little bit with a couple of patches. That is a nice sound. Hearing over there on the left. Here on PC. Ah yeah, because when a car first releases, that's what I was talking about. BOP is all over the place for the car. It generally tends to be a little bit overpowered, mainly to encourage people to buy the car. However, where this car is free, that's not so much of a factor. But it gets people using it. But I imagine there'll be some tweaking and some balancing going on here on the PC platform, and hopefully when it does come to console, all that sort of balancing and tweaking will be included in the release of this Ford Mustang on console. Wow, someone is still really lagging really badly. I just saw them flying off the track map there. It feels pretty good to drive. From what I can tell at the moment.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Just trying to get comfy at the moment because I've moved my pedals yet again. Forever in the pursuit of trying to find what's optimal driving position with these pedals. I did improve them since the last stream. Certainly feeling a lot more comfortable on them again now. after making a tweak or two. This now feels I'm a fraction too close to the steering wheel, but that's fine. I can move that back. Feels very nimble and agile. Good direction change. Mank, that would be great if the Vet and Aston did come as well. I reckon the Aston might. I doubt the Corvette will. Unless it's running in any SRO endorsed series. Two different dash pages. Looks like a quali and a race. That's race. Yeah, quali.
Yellow flag, be careful.
It's two different dash pages that we can flip between. There. With varying amounts of information on them. It's only a subtle difference though. So something with regards to fuel. Yeah, there's one of the fuel options missing, and then I think something related to the lap timings on the right hand side. Hey Speech Jack, what's in British GT? Did they have a Corvette in British GT? I know they got the new Aston in British GT.
Yellow flag is watch out in front.
Okay, Dropkick saying that the Corvette is running in one or two series. So that'd be great if they did add it. That would be absolutely killer. My only worry and fear is, obviously with AC2 coming, or AC Evo, Assetto Corsa Evo, coming in the near future, that support for this title and adding new cars may drop off. This could be one of the last pieces of content, and Nords might have been the last circuit that we get, but hopefully not. Hopefully they do continue supporting it. I know there was a small team in Kunos who have been continuing to work on ACC whilst AC Evo development has been ongoing. It was really quite oversteery and slow speed stuff. Pool at the moment, I'm just using the default aggressive. I've made a couple of very small minor tweaks. We'll get round to fiddling with the setup in a second.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
At the moment, I'm just trying to set a
Yellow flag
reasonably comparable lap time. We're 2 seconds off at the moment.
Well done, mate. This has been
So definitely time to be found. Just trying to get used to the car and its various, not necessarily quirks, but traits. Traits is a better word. And also get used to, you know, kind of the engine note, whereabouts in the rev range we should be sat. Braking does feel very strong. Alright, Daniel, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully your race at Nords goes well. Yeah, struggling for traction a little bit. Well, that's not intrusive at all. Low fuel. Hello, Dor. There. Yes, gears are very, very long in this car. Watching Jardio stream earlier, he was able to stay in gear 5 all the way along the huge straight at Nords, and it was doing 2.8, 2.82, 2.83. A bit more rake, I reckon. Not quite the optimal setup. Yeah, I don't see the RPM, like actual value number on the dash anywhere at all. Obviously we got brake temperature, which is actually really quite useful. Wow, the front ducts are, unless I got the brake bias really far forwards in this car. I know the rears are running relatively cool, but the fronts are getting a bit hot under braking. Oh, we got tyre temperature readouts. Wow. That's not something that you don't usually see on the dash in the GT3 cars. That is obviously going to be core temperature, but it's cool to see that there. Right, yeah, it's on throttle, or oversteering the slow speed corners. That's what I need to dial out. Them front brakes are getting very, very hot. Now my good. No, wrong button. That's the one. Right. Okay. Let's get fiddling with some things here. Try and settle this thing down a little bit. Ah, caster. It's way down. I need to turn you way up. Don't really know what the meta is in other cars with regards to TC1 and TC2. There you go. That's the answer. Why are you using TC2? Thought that may have been the case. Where is this? Wow. Okay, this goes way down on compared to other cars. Let's start off 54.5. Let's go with that to begin with. Oh, hella stiff. Whoa! You do not have many settings to play with regards to suspension, in comparison to some of the other cars. Interesting. Let's go to something like that. Because this is still the matter with dampers. I'm not going to adjust the brake ducts anymore, even though we were overheating the front brakes. The brake bias was really quite far forward, so maybe just shifting it back is going to be better anyway. So we were running around 3.3, 2.2. Go about there, I reckon. That is quite the jump. Wow. Is that 4% just by going one click up? Yeah. What's the next one? Yeah, so 4% on the front. Loss. 1, less than 1, still less than 1. Interesting. I reckon 64. Alright, let's go with something like that for now. Ping! Silverstone. Don't need to put tang in it. So that, obviously the settings are only for this car anyway. It's 23 degrees track, isn't it? EV. Let you know. Change how I was going to do this. There we go. Right at 23 degrees. Version 1. Right. Zerbin in his Ferrari, currently leading the way. 56.9. Very, very quick lap time. But let's see what we can do. See if we can close up. How long have we got? 20 minutes till the start of NFM. I forgot my pit limiter. Lol. Try that again. That's better, but no, it wasn't intentionally showing off. I think I just I drove into the pits and put the pit limiter on, and then of course I flicked it off when pulling away just there because it's a force of habit now. Yeah, I'm driving a Mustang. What can I say? Typical Mustang burnout things. That's what it is.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Alright, let's see how the car feels now. Despite that little kicker oversteer there, is now feeling a lot more compliant in the low speed stuff. Adding a whole bunch of caster has really added quite a bit of weight to the steering feel. So now the car is feeling a bit more sluggish in the corners purely because of that. It was very, very light previously. Let's see what we can do in terms of lap time, whether it's improved things. Feels like it drops quite far down in the rev range. Like the gears, as Dawes said, are really, really long. Second might be a little bit too much. left through there is the correct gear. It's been a while since you've seen the TC2 setting. Yeah, generally it's
Yellow flag
you want to stay out of traction control as much as possible. I think I need to go higher on the brake. Really doing what I want at the higher speed at the moment. Yes, they do. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think with the amount of wing that the car now has, we need to go up on the rake a bit more. It would help us get more rotation in a lot of places. Right there, wasn't too bad, but I did understeer a little bit. I reckon third gear. Yeah, I imagine it's quite annoying seeing the broken flashes as another person if they're behind you braking hard and all you see in the rearview mirrors is just lights blinking away whenever they brake. Dark Stars, this truck is Silverstone. Really in here that we're kind of struggling. He says as he kind of gets those corners now quite nicely. Whoa. With the higher speed stuff. It is a good track for racing. Hopefully this LFM race we can have a good one. If you guys can remind me when it is top of the hour at 8 o'clock UK time, that would be absolutely fantastic. We've got just over 15 minutes. Needs more rake. Maybe a click of rear ARB as well. After softening the springs, just so the car settles down and changes of direction a little bit faster.
Car on the right.
Rather than continuing driving, let's go ahead and make those changes now. Wow, you can make a lot of changes and it really not affect the... not that bad. Let's try something here. So at 3.3% with 100 litres of fuel, when it gets down to... it moves a reasonable amount. One click on the front. 68. 71. 3 clicks on the rear. There we go. Mocky Gemba? Of course I can. Let's do that now. Right. Hopefully it should feel better now. Of course, no problem. It's just it's a little habit of mine whenever like I'm doing practicing or not anything properly serious. I tend to leave the music on in the background. That feels a little bit better, a bit more pointy at the rear, without being overly so. Still got 2.5 seconds to go now. Got a bit of oversteer there going on power.
Slow car ahead.
That feels better. Don't feel like it's understeering quite as much. In the higher speed stuff. Maybe do TC1, I just need to be careful going on the throttle. Hey brother! How does one not spin the car when it goes do spinneroonie? Well, ease off on the thing that you did to make it start to go spinneroonie and try and turn into the slide. So if the car starts to spin because you're doing, you got too much throttle, ease off the throttle. Don't ease off the throttle completely, but
Yellow flag in sector 2.
ease off the throttle. Or if it's starting to spin under braking, ease off the brakes. Generally, though, you do want to be trying to rotate the car with the pedals. Simply use the steering as a mechanism for guiding the car in the direction that you want to go in. Shift the brake bias back
Yellow flag ahead.
by another 1.5%. Didn't mean to shift down into third gear there. Oh, snap that. Struggling with turn one a little bit there at the moment. No problem, Boris. Hopefully we can get this Aston before we get down to Stowe. A little bit of walking going on here.
Be careful. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
you needed to hit me quite that much, mate. What did I want to do after that? Because it felt like I wanted to change something. You have issues at turn 8. Sickness at Paul Ricard, mostly with the Merc. Mustang was fine, but it does 720 anytime I tap the brakes. Yeah, so there you kind of want to tap the brakes very early. Make sure that you're on the throttle once you get turned in. You need to try and keep that weight rearwards. And if you're finding the car is still very loose and letting go, then you obviously need to put more downforce back in the car. That's one thing we are going to do. It's another thing we're going to do. So got a little bit better there. Do that. Fiddling, fiddling, fiddling. You're welcome, good sir. Give that a go. Hopefully, we'll get a little bit more rotation on throttle in the higher speed corners, which will help us turn one here. And a couple of other spots around the track as well.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Who knows? Have they? Yeah, they got the wing mirrors the wrong way around. Who knows, you might want to fix that. I thought that looked a little bit odd. I think TC2 is the way to go rather than TC1. Indeed, Tristan, it is a free car. Everyone is loving. Oh, understandable. That was me playing around with the throttle as well mid-corner, which didn't help. Yeah, they are the wrong way around. I just wanted to double check. It's like, is it just that the wing mirrors are angled in towards the centre of the car? It might be. They might just be very heavily angled in towards the centre of the car and kind of crossing over the back. But yeah, it looks odd compared to other cars where they usually point outwards to the sides of the car. Strange, but fun. Get so little on the brakes there in this car. That is one of its strengths, it seems. It does seem very, very good on the brakes. There is time to be found coming off of those corners. The car is still wheel spinning quite a bit.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I do want wonder if the 3 is what was needed.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Really read the car quite high. Caught the outside curb a little bit there. That's cost me a tiny little bit of time. So, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. If you're here in the live stream, please do say hi. It's a bit better traction. If not, I hope you're enjoying whatever video it is you're watching.
Yellow flag, be careful there. Yellow flag in sector 2.
You get the exit there lined up a little bit better.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful. Brother mate, this has been your personal best.
There you go, relying on the downforce a little bit more that time. Didn't quite get the exit off the corner though that we had on the lap previous. Use second gear momentarily there. Esports tactics, just to try and hook the car in a little bit better. Much better drive that time. Indeed, Boris, you get a little bit more engine braking being higher up in the rev range and in the lower gears. Sometimes you want it, sometimes you don't. So generally what you want to be doing is getting into the gear that you want to be taking the corner in before you start turning in. Don't be afraid to shift down early. Although don't shift down too early. So, like here. Getting into that gear. Oh, nice and early. Getting the car hooked in. Not a problem, Boris. Ask all the questions you want. I am here to help. We are here to help. It's the best thing you can do. Help a fellow racer out, help them improve, get quicker. It only makes the whole sim racing space a little bit more enjoyable and a little bit more competitive. Makes the quality of racing that much better. Right, it is time. We need a hop service. I'm going to therefore very quickly save this. That was number 23. Number 2. Hello, Darren. From Canada? Whereabouts in Canada are you? How are you doing? I need this. We are in split 1. Split 1. Next.
Green light.
Sava. I don't know where Sava is. So you're going to have to help me out with that one in relation to... I know where Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, kind of the Rockies. So I know BC and Alberta, and going further east, Toronto. I know where it is, roughly whereabouts. The only other place is Montreal, which I know is further east than Toronto. Something like that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. East Coast, New Brunswick. Okay, interesting. How is life over that way? Gee. I'll do qualifying, then I'll go and run up to the loo. Liveries. How does the screen move my head? Lewis is asking. I'm using a funky little device called Track IR. So much like virtual reality is using this little sensor that's attached to my headset here, and there's a little sensor just up next to the webcam, just to one side. It's using infrared to read between the two of them, and basically it's tracking my head movements, and I'm putting it in the game. So as we come out here, I can look up, we can look down, we can look all the way over to the left and over to the right. Rather than having a VR headset on with the monitor right in front of my eyes and blocking all my peripheral vision, it's I'm looking at a nice 35-inch ultra-wide screen. So we've got nice, lovely, pretty graphics with the benefits of the head tracking. Yeah, it's cool. I've done a video on it on the channel, so feel free to take a look. Kind of comparing it to VR a little bit as well. It's absolutely fantastic for flight sims, and it allows me to use various other peripherals and stuff. So I've got a bottom box down there off to the side, which allows me to control some of the functionality on the car, but also the stream. And then over here, I've got the mouse and keyboard for whenever I need to use them. So in that sense, it is very, very useful. That's one of the benefits with VR, and also I don't get the motion sickness factor because I am grounded in reality. And one thing I've realised.
Slow car ahead.
One thing I just realised is that I was on the wrong graphical preset. I was on my screenshots one, whereas I want to be on gameplay. And let's pull the music there.
Slow car ahead.
Right, let's get going. Let's get a reasonable banker lap in here. See how we get on. The race, I believe, is going to be 45 minutes in length. with pit stop needed. I need to double check what the pit stop requirements actually are. I imagine it'll be fuel and locked to a 25-second pit stop, so it'll probably be worth taking tyres. Thank you very much, Lewis. Cheers for the well wishes. Yeah, the brakes on this are ridiculously good. Brake so much later going into club there than I actually anticipating. Oh, understeer. That's the only issue that I'm having at the moment is the on throttle oversteer. It's lighting up the rear tyres quite a bit. Feels like that is the limiting factor in this car at the moment. That's ridiculous. Mustang's doing Mustang things. Right, we got a lot of time to find.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
I have to say, it takes the curbs fairly well. You can be fairly aggressive with them, which is nice, coming from the Bentley. They are ridiculous. Ridiculous going into the braking zone there. Much better run through here this time. So used to just hammering the throttle there and the car just gripping up and going. Can't really do that in this.
Yellow flag, be careful.
No, it's very good on the brakes. Like, ridiculously good on the brakes.
Yellow flag accepted.
Oh, don't. I'm right there, bro. I know you were trying to get out the way, but not when I am right underneath your rear wing. Do not lift there. Wait for me to pull out first.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out. Flag being validated.
Oh, I didn't want to change view. God. There we go. could be dangerous doing this. But want a little more grip on the rear. Here again. There we go. 157 is not normal. No, it is like alien times. Very, very quick. I can, with the right car and the right setup, get down into the 57s, but it's a high 57, not the 57.0 that E1 is doing. I'm down in 23rd position. Damn. I need to get my ass in gear. I mean, we are 2 seconds off the pace at the moment. It feels like we've got at least a second. In hand if we hook up the lap. I just need to convert on a lap where don't get held up.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Thankfully we've got a very nice amount of room here. Wondering if it is needing a little bit more traction control. Might drive us off the corners a little bit better, hopefully. I hopefully won't interfere too much. Good amount of time there. Quarter of a second in the first sector. Nearly. It doesn't take much for the car to break away, traction wise, but when it does, it's pretty easy to catch. Slides are really quite progressive. Slightly hesitant on the throttle there. Too much wheel spin. I mean, it helped got the car rotated.
sector 1.
Or when you get it hooked up, it feels real nice. Bit deep there. Did not hook up that exit.
There's a slow car ahead.
Thank you for the truck rides. You're welcome. You literally started at the weekend. Well, I'm glad they're helping.
Fastest lap so far.
So just keep referring to them, keep practicing. You'll soon very quickly pick up speed. Didn't quite get on the throttle as early that time, but tidier on the exit.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Much needed that time. Still a whole bunch of oversteer,
Yellow
traction
flag
loss,
ahead. Watch out in front.
getting on the throttle, but this is going to be an improvement.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch
It
out
definitely
in
feels like going down into first. It's probably the way to go there.
front. Session is now over.
P18, not the best, but we can maybe do something from here. It'll be an entertaining race nonetheless. Right, I'm going to go to Lou, so be right back a second. Okay, we are back. Back to it. Quick. We're falling in fire 25. That's 10. Yeah, that does look like it's got some potential. Right. 2600 divided by that divided by 18, 23, 24. That's 3 point. What will we doing fuel wise? The 3.3? 3.5 just to be safe. 85 litres.
30
So
seconds.
50 odd and refuel. 35.
20 seconds. Seconds.
Yep, I'm not going to do what we did the other day and completely miss
Stay
the
single file.
start. Only 4 engine maps. I think. Wow. Yes, so hopefully we can get on top of the Mustang in due time. Hopefully we can have ourselves a good race. I didn't see whether I'm the top qualifying Mustang or not. I imagine there might be 1 or 2 up ahead. But we shall see how this race goes. Put this all the way back. There we go. What does caster actually do? Google it and it made 0 sense. So caster determines on how much of an angle your suspension is at. Imagine my finger here is the caster angle. So that's basically at like 0%, the wheel here. If you then go and adjust the caster angle, you basically angle the suspension more like that. What it will do is it will adjust the slightly, I guess, like the pitch of the car. But it also will affect the camber of the tyre mid-corner. So when it's like that, you're standing up on the tyre an awful lot, pretty much the whole time, whereas if you bring it down, it changes things when the car rocks from side to side, depending on the amount of caster. Generally, the main thing that you want to be doing here in ACC is running the caster up higher to maximum or near maximum. What it's going to do is it's going to increase the weight of the steering wheel. It's going to make it feel a lot heavier. And generally, you're going to get a better idea as to what the front end is doing. Dora's also doing a pretty good explanation there in the chat as well as to what it does. So yeah, generally just try and run the caster at maximum or near maximum, just a few clicks off. It's kind of what you want to be ideally doing. Yes, it does. Oopsie daisy. Sorry that. And the microphone. Alright. Here we go then. I'm ready to go racing. It's round 53. If I remember correctly. Stop the music there. Right, 45 minutes. Let's get ready. Let's see how this goes. Brakes are quite warm at this point.
Green light, give it all you can.
Not a good reaction to the lights.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
So we've lost a position.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, people die up in front. Looks like chaos.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Not sure where I want to be.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. The pit is now open.
Got away without making any contact there. That was very, very close though.
Car on the left.
Oh god.
Clear on the left.
Thought he was going to hit me, which is why I juked slightly under braking. Alright, let's try and settle in. So I think we've gained one position. Starting from P19. Now I just got to try and catch back up with the pack up in front. Oh, there goes the BMW. That BMW is really struggling in a couple of places. Very, very close to the Mercedes there.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Going around the outside wasn't going to work.
Well done, mate. Pass it, pass it.
Oh dear, oh dear. completed the move off track.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh. Yeah, left me no room.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That's really quite unfortunate.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Fucking hell. That hurt a little bit. Snap of oversteer there. Oh, Mustang behind getting spun. Well, that was an eventful lap. How bad is the damage? Not that bad, thankfully. Dor, you usually recommend to take tyres in these races, don't you? Oil slick. I'm using a device called Track IR. Track IR 5. It's tracking my real head movements and putting them in the game. Much like VR does.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, unfortunately it is a PC only device.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
Give me traction.
Clear on the left. There's a slow car there.
Or Mercedes. Alright, let's try and catch this other Mustang up in front. There's another one a bit further up as well. So I might have been the highest placed Mustang at the start of the race. I'm not too sure the groundskeeper would have been too happy with that Mercedes on the previous lap.
Gaining on the car ahead of sector 1. Well done, mate. Personal best.
It was either TC2 or TC3, I can't quite remember. I'm going to try PC longitudinal on one and see what that does. Whether that really hurts the acceleration or whether that improves traction. Didn't really feel like it was doing much of a difference there. See if it helps elsewhere. Didn't really feel it there either. Oh, that's a little bit wide. It's going to be a track limit this morning.
Warning for exceeding track limits.
Right, I'll take that one. How do you know when TC's working? Yeah, it does appear on the side bit in the HUD, but you can also should be able to feel it. So it feels like
Yellow flag in sector 1.
you get less wheel spin and the car bogs a little bit under acceleration. But at the moment I'm not feeling any sort of bogging interference, as it were. I'm just getting wheel spin still. I think this guy's running lower wing than we are.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Alright. I mean, I was there on your inside and you made it so very narrow. Mocky, because I don't need first gear there. You can keep it in second. It's not a problem. Majority of cars, it is second gear through there.
Warning for exceeding track limits.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a big lift as well. Or a big enough lift, should I say. Right. Alright, catch the car in front. we're a bit all over the place. Not focusing on the actual driving. That's what it is. Look at that door.
Gaining on the car there, sector 1.
Alright, we're really starting to struggle with the...
Warning, front seat
Really?
limits.
That was a huge lift. Yeah, we're really starting to struggle with turn 1 now. Using quite a bit less fuel per lap than I was expecting as well. It's not easy. Let's put it that way. It's lively, but when as I said earlier, when it breaks free, it's not too bad. Like the slides are quite progressive. Not necessarily progressive because they do go fairly quick, but they're easy to catch. It really struggles. Let's try that. Bunch of people in the pit lane now. Gotta be careful with the track limits warnings as well. Or we'll end up picking up a drive-through. There we go. Felt the TC a little bit more that time. So I think 5's too high, 4 is probably where we need it. Strain before you flatten it, or is there like a point? It's like 45 degrees or something. So I have a slightly unique style. I've not seen too many other people actually do. Where when I get on throttle, I unwind the wheel quite quickly. Some people get on the throttle quite smoothly, I get on it quite aggressively. But like, you see I have a whole load of steering lock there, and then I'm still needing to turn the car and navigate it through, but in other corners, you see as I go to full throttle, take off the steering angle, just so the car doesn't rotate quite so heavily, but generally you should be getting on the throttle before you get the steering straight. Yeah, we'll work on my braking there. But yeah, you should be on full throttle before you get the steering wheel dead straight. It kind of depends on the corner. It's me just getting on throttle too aggressively there. Alright, pit stop time.
Got some light damage on the front.
That's going to be a whole bunch of damage. Yeah, a huge amount of damage. Way too far forward. Well, that was really not fun. For pit entry. Very big roof indeed. I felt like they were well slowed down. They're coming out in front of me. Alright, hopefully this damage isn't going to affect the car too much. See what we can do with these cars in front of us here. No, he'll be under the speed limit. Going in. I think it was the hit was early enough before the line that they would have slowed it down. Tear through the tyres too much at the moment. 2C4 feels better. It's not lighting up the rear tyres quite as much. It doesn't feel like it's interfering either. Bye-bye, Lambo. One thing that I can definitely tell for sure is the front has come up in ride height. I can feel it. Front end just does not feel as sharp and as aggressive as it did at the beginning of the race when it was lower. I mean, 4% loss on the front is quite substantial. So it's one thing to keep in mind with the race trim setups. I mean, the understeer here now is dunkless. No, well, probably actually, Boris. The that damage would not be helping the case, but if it felt like I was also there before the pit stop. Now you probably could attribute that to the tyres as well, having worn away. It was through the left-hander that it was really struggling. And obviously that front right tyre isn't going to get as used anywhere near as much as the front left does. I mean, there is the damage, but I do think it is more setup. And that shift in the aero balance. Here, try and go onto the back of the Lamborghini and see if we can get past them. Hello, Graham. How's it going, sir? I'm not sure where the fuel tank is in this car. I'd imagine maybe towards the rear. Quite the hairy moment there, getting on throttle. Glad to hear it, mate. Oops, a daisy.
Yellow flag, yellow
Honda's
flag.
gone.
Be careful.
Hopefully that's not because of the damage that would have inflicted on its rear.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Well, that's helped. Mustang hit Lambo. Taking the pressure off of us from the rear. More impossible to overtake than a Lambo. The problem is, it then makes it more difficult to get the car to turn if you've got a very wide rear. You need a very good front end to counteract it. Coming under pressure from the Audi again. Rear end still slipping and sliding about. Try and get back down in the 59s. Terrible line through there though. Don't want to be dipping those that. Oh, don't want to be hitting a sausage curb either. 8 more minutes. Feels like a very long 8 minutes. Felt like a much better driver for that corner.
Left to the car ahead of sector 1.
Not surprised with the damage. Sector 1's all downforce. No, Rick, you are not seeing things wrong. They are backwards. I noticed it too. Oh, we're on through there. The fact that they are backwards is actually really throwing me off. Going through that left-hander there and seeing that Audi get so close, it's like, but it all looks out of whack.
Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Bloody hell. How did we get away with track limits there? Right, that's the one and only chance he's getting. And he wasn't able to convert it. And indeed, Mank, racing. That was racing. It's going to be 2 more laps. No, they don't, Rick. I mean, it was good hard racing, but he was trying to shut the door when I was there.
The window is now closed. Leaders on final lap now.
Mustang's good on the brakes. Need to get back on top of mine again. Settle down, girl. Oh no. You steered a little bit too much in turn 1. Well, there's what we needed. Here they come now.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I'm happy to go outside here.
The leader has finished the race.
That's what I needed. Them two getting involved. Allow me to break away. Don't need third there. Don't overthink this, Yorkie. Oh wee. P16? P17? I thought it was P17 in the end. Someone might have just left.
Right, Liveries. Good job.
Oh.
You did the best you could. Take it easy indeed, though.
At least we made it to the finish. Not the cleanest and tidiest of races, but hopefully that was entertaining for you all nonetheless. I am very, very warm after that. Let's go take a look at the state of the tyres. Okay, they're in a better state than I thought. But yeah, that one click of extra on the front from the fuel load going off is absolutely killer. You're gonna have to make adjustments in the car setup to compensate for that in the race, just to maintain the balance on the front a bit more. Right. So my reaction to the lights was messy for a couple of reasons. So if I pause it now, we are currently sat in engine map 4. Doing it to just save a little bit of fuel on the formation lap. And it's kind of in and around this point. So here, I've now flipped to engine map 1. One of the things that I do on these race starts is I go full throttle, so I'm demanding 100% power from the engine and control the speed with the brake until the green light. The problem is, when I first did that, and you'll see if we slow this down, we flicked to engine map 1. Let's go back a bit. So we're in engine map 4. Go to engine map 1, the speed massively increases to go up to 80%, and then here I'm under the speed that I want to be, and then I think I was a little bit slow in lifting off the brake to go with the lights. Start of the race here was interesting and fun. Obviously we lost the position to the Merc straight away. Ferrari was a little bit more aggressive there. We probably would have held the place with the Mercedes, or regained the place. That was one freebie that we got from the bit of chaos that happened ahead. And then here I was just trying to figure out which way is the best way to go, but the Ferrari blocked off what I thought was going to be the best way. If Ferrari didn't move over to the left-hand channel, the McLaren probably could have gone a bit more aggressively on the brakes into Stowe there, and that would have worked in our favour. And then here I was just like, please no 3 wide. Very, very close to the back of the Mercedes, and then there was just a bit of oversteer there. That wasn't due to contact or anything. It's just something that I've always done. The problem was I flipped to the engine map 1 a lot later than I usually do. I usually do it before I get to that point in the formation lap. Alright, man. Mank, thanks for tuning in. For the rest of your evening. Where else was there some good battles? I think coming up. Yeah, we got very, very close to the Mercedes there. I don't want to go for the outside, so back in under we go. Alright, Boris. Thanks very much for tuning in. If you had a good time, please leave the live stream a like. And subscribe if you haven't. kind of goes for everyone. Oh, yeah, that's where I had a slide. I think the fuel tank is in the rear, yeah. This was a good move by the Audi. I left it more than enough room. Allowed them to slip on through. I think I tried going underneath. Yeah. And then around the outside. And this is where the Audi didn't give me any room. Yeah. Probably thought it was clear. I mean, it's very close, but it's not like I'm absolutely steaming into the corner. There's still an overlap there. If you'd given me room, we both would have made it through that. Porsche didn't quite get us there, but I had a good lunge here. To give him room, and then the oversteer. Alright, have a look at these mega battles. I think the Audi just tried running me really, really tight. It was all very close and great racing. I think these two had it coming together. No, not there. It was on the previous lap. One car. Let's go from the perspective of the Audi. So very close. That was good fun. That lap. I think it was this lap. When the Mustang really tried to make a move on us. Left it room. Oh. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Oh no. That was unfortunate for them there. Nice little battles. We did have a pretty good overtake on them. End of this lap here. So let's take a look at this one. Yeah, I just couldn't quite hold it as tight as he was expecting me to go, but nonetheless, that was some good fun battling. And hopefully you ladies and gents enjoyed this little bit of action that we're seeing here on the screen. Need to improve the timing on the cameras there. From that angle, it kind of looks like I drove the Audi off. I promised. I tried to give him room there on the exit, but I think he was trying to also hold me quite tight. Very, very close stuff there, but nonetheless, it was very enjoyable and a lot of fun. It's unlikely that I'm going to get a video out this week. Next weekend is the iRacing Nürburgring 24 hours, so I'm going to be practicing for that over the next couple of weeks. I'll try and do a live stream next Monday in the evening. I'll try and do some more ACC LFM stuff. But otherwise, my mind and my focus is mainly going to be on iRacing and getting up to speed in preparation for that 24-hour race. So I'll try and get some shorts out over the course of the week and that sort of thing. But yeah, that I think is going to be it for this evening. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the live stream, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. It costs you nothing and it helps me an awful lot. It'll be very much appreciated. And also consider subscribing if you haven't already. And until the next video, have fun, stay safe, look after yourselves, and take care.